The night explodes in a Chicago suburb. The Iron Reapers smash Tara's rickety bungalow door. Wood splinters fly, glass shatters loud as Fang, their scarred leader, storms in, his meaty fist grabbing Tara's arm and twisting it hard, a brutal yank that echoes with a pop. Tara, 24, wiry and fierce, stands her ground, braids whip as she snaps. It's a lie! Her voice raw, defiance blazing, but she's outmatched, 6 hulking thugs towering over her slim frame, their chains glinting in the dim light. Fang spits in her face, spittle drips hot and vile, roaring, 10 grand or you burn. His gravelly bellow shakes the walls as the gang trashes her home, boots stomping, chairs crashing, curtains ripping with guttural laughs that chill the air. Neighbors peek from behind curtains. Old Mrs. Carter whispers, "Poor girl," but no one dares step out, their hushed fear drowned by the Reapers' roaring engines parked outside. Across the street, Jason Statham stunt training in a vacant lot. Hoodie up, eyes sharp as knives. Pauses mid-kick, unnoticed beside Dwayne, The Rock Johnson, both calm, coiled. Tank shoves Aunt Mae down, her cry cuts sharp. "Pay up!" Tara lunges, fists flying, but bikers pin her fast. Jason kicks the busted door back. Crunch! Splintering Razor's nose, The Rock roars, "Wrong house!" A thunderclap that shifts the air. Fang sneers. "Who are you?" Jason and Rock's glares burn, fierce and unyielding. The gang's bravado cracks like glass under a hammer. Before we proceed, like and subscribe to catch The Rock and Jason Statham's epic face-off with Bikers Gang, and comment where you're watching from today. The stage ignites in Chicago's Humboldt Park, a gritty working-class sprawl where Humboldt Boulevard throbs with life, bikes roaring loud past faded brick homes, their engines snarling like beasts on the prowl. Puerto Rican salsa hums from a corner bodega, clashing with the growl of traffic, old Chevys rattle by, dust kicking up in the late summer heat. Tara's bungalow squats on a quiet block, its creaky porch groans under every step, windows rattle in the wind, patched with tape that barely holds. 3 blocks off, Hank's Hardware Haven buzzes. Delivery trucks rumble into the gravel lot, unloading lumber with heavy thuds, fluorescent lights flicker over stacks of nails and tools, the air thick with sawdust and oil. Dusk creeps in fast. Streetlights buzz to life, casting long shadows as the neighborhood braces for trouble, the distant roar of the Iron Reapers' Harleys already a dark whisper on the wind. Jason Statham and Dwayne The Rock Johnson are deep in stunt training across the street. A vacant lot turned war zone, pads slamming hard as Jason's lean, lethal frame ducks and strikes, his hoodie up, sharp eyes slicing through the dust like knives. The Rock's a powerhouse beside him. Massive, fiery, his tight shirt stretched over bulging muscle, every kick a thunderclap that shakes the ground. They're filming a chase scene nearby. Crew preps rigs a block away, shouting over the rumble, but these two are locked in, sparring with a quiet fury, their breaths sharp, fists coiled. Jason's voice is a low growl. "Keep it tight." The Rock nods, cracking his neck, both sharp-eyed, catching every flicker in the fading light, legends in the shadows ready to pounce. Fang Malone rules the Iron Reapers, 6 grizzled thugs tearing through Humboldt like a storm. He's a scarred beast, 40s, shaved head, chains swinging from his belt, his gravelly roar from the hook still ringing, 10 grand or you burn. His crew, Tank, Spike, Razor, Grit, Bones, tower in leather vests patched with skulls, extorting locals with chop shop rackets, their fists as brutal as their bikes. They've chased Tara for years, a fake $10,000 debt ballooned from her dad's $300 loan, a defiance that stung their pride when he called out their scam to cops before he died. Fang's spit still drips in Tara's memory from that night, his laugh a guttural chill as they smash lives for loot, their chains glinting like weapons of terror. Tara Johnson storms through it all. 24, fierce as hell, her short braids whipping as she hauls lumber at Hank's, wiry arms flexing under a faded tee, hands rough from stacking shelves. She's a clerk feeding herself and Aunt Mae, orphaned at 12 when a crash took her folks, her grit shining bright. She snaps, "It's a lie!" Like in The Hook, defiance raw against Fang's towering thugs. Mae's her shield, 60, scrappy, silver curls bouncing as she stitches curtains at home, her gravelly voice barking orders, "Lock it tight." A seamstress who knows the debt's a sham from old neighborhood whispers. She guards Tara with a lioness's heart, her rolling pin a weapon once wielded on thieves, now trembling in her arthritic grip as bikes circle closer. The air's thick with omens. Fang's chain clanks loose on his belt as he rides, a metallic jangle Tara hears from her porch, hinting at Jason snapping it back in a bloody clash. The hardware store's truck unloads late, Tara counting her paycheck, $3.20, while the Reaper's engines growl nearer. Mae bolts the door, her rasp cutting sharp. They've found us. The bungalow creaks under the weight of coming chaos. Jason pauses mid-kick across the lot, eyes flicking to the roaring bikes. The Rock tosses a pad aside. Trouble's here. Their film crew fades as Humboldt Boulevard lights up with Harleys weaving Tara's way. The stage is set. Chains glint, engines snarl, and two legends stand ready to turn a gang's loot dream into a nightmare. The Humboldt Park dusk ignites with menace. The Iron Reaper's Harleys roar into action, tailing Tara's beat-up sedan as she peels out from Hank's hardware haven, her paycheck stub clutched tight after a long shift hauling lumber. Fang's crew, 6 hulking shadows, weave through traffic, engines snarling, chains glinting under streetlights, their leather vests flapping like war flags. Razor spotted her name tag hours ago, and now they've tracked her, tires spitting gravel as they close in on her bungalow 3 blocks away. Tara's knuckles whiten on the wheel. She floors it, heart pounding, but the bikes swarm her sedan, cutting her off in a screech of rubber. Fang leaps off, stomps up, and smashes her driver's side window. Glass explodes inward, shards raining as he roars, 10 grand, Orphan. His gravelly voice a gut punch from the hook. Spike taunts, no folks, no cash, huh? Laughing harsh as Grit rips her door open, snatching her $320 paycheck from her trembling grip. Tara snaps back. It's a lie. Her voice fierce, braids whipping as she shoves at Grit's arm, but he slams her against the car. Metal groans, the gang's boots stomping her spilled bag, kicking it into the dirt. Fang's scarred face twists. Pay up or we take it all. Their guttural laughs echo down Humboldt Boulevard, a pack of wolves circling a lone fighter, their dominance loud and vicious, ready to loot her dry under the fading orange sky. Across the street, Jason Statham and The Rock are locked in stunt training. The vacant lot's a blur of motion, pads slamming hard as Jason's lean frame ducks a kick, his hoodie up, sharp eyes slicing through the dusk. The Rock's a mountain beside him, muscle rippling under a tight shirt, his thunderous grunts shaking the air as he swings a punch. Their film crew's prepping rigs a block off, shouting over engines, but the Harley's roar snaps their heads up. 6 bikes swarm Tara's sedan, cutting her off. Jason spots the tailing, his pad hitting the dirt. Thud! With a low growl. Trouble's brewing. The Rock nods fast, cracking his massive neck. Let's go check it. His voice a deep rumble, eyes hardening as they jog over, boots crunching gravel. They reach the bungalow as Fang smashes Tara's window. Glass rains. Tara's, it's a lie. Cutting through. Jason strides up, calm as ice. Back off, his voice firm, no rush, a steel edge slicing the chaos. The Rock steps beside him, towering. Leave her be. His growl steady, fists coiled but still, a quiet storm brewing under his glare. The Reaper's laughs falter, phones peek from windows, neighbors whispering. But Jason and Rock stand unbowed, their sharp eyes from the hook locked on, unnoticed legends in the fray, ready to flip this gang's game with a cool that chills the air and hooks every elder listening. Fang's crew doesn't blink. The Reapers swarm Tara's sedan, their dominance cracking into fury as her snapped, "It's a lie," fuels their fire. Fang's scarred mug twists. He spits in her face again, hot and thick like in the hook, roaring, "Pay or bleed, girl." His bellow shakes the bungalow's creaky walls, a promise of pain that sends Mae lunging from the porch, her gravelly cry lost in the chaos. Tank shoves Tara hard. Her slim frame slams into the car door, metal denting with a groan, her breath hitching as she stumbles, fists clenched. Spike kicks her bag again. Contents scatter, paycheck fluttering, and Grit smashes a chair from the porch. Wood splinters fly, a wrecking crew on a rampage. Fang swings his chain at Jason. Steel whistles fast, glinting deadly under the streetlights, aimed to crack his skull, while Razor hurls a crowbar at the Rock. Iron screeches through the air, a brutal tag team strike to bury these strangers. The gang's laughs turn feral. Boots stomp, engines rev outside, their loot lust exploding into violence. Fang's 10 grand, echoing as a war cry. Tara scrambles up. "You're liars." Her defiance raw, braids whipping, but Tank pins her arm, twisting harder, her gasp cuts sharp. Neighbors whispers Spike. "They're dead." Phones tilt out, catching the Reaper's roar, a gang unstoppable, their pride stung and bleeding, ready to torch this block to ash unless Tara bends or breaks. The Reaper's chaos peaks. Fang's chain swings wild, grazing Jason's shoulder. Steel bites fabric, a shallow scrape as he stumbles back, boots slipping on gravel, his hoodie flapping in the dusk wind. The Rock ducks Razor's crowbar. Too late. Iron clips his arm, a thud that jars his massive frame, but he steadies fast, planting his feet like concrete, eyes hardening to steel. Jason's sharp glare from the hook burns. His stumble's brief, a flicker of shock, but he rolls his shoulder, fists coiling tight, that lean, lethal edge snapping back. The Rock shakes off the hit, muscle ripples, his growl low. That all you got? His fiery glare locking on, unshaken, a powerhouse ready to erupt. Fang's sneer twists. Tough clowns, huh? The gang roars, chains clanking as Tank shoves Tara again. It's a lie! Choking out under his grip. The crowd gasps. Old Mrs. Carter mutters, "They're done." Phones trembling, filming the Reaper's rampage. Fang's chain swinging again, Razor's crowbar raised high. Jason steadies. His stumbles gone, boots grip firm. His calm from the hook a blade cutting through the chaos. The Rock's eyes blaze, hit taken, but he towers, fists flexing, that thunderclap, wrong house. Still ringing. The Reapers laugh, loud and feral. 6 against 2. But Tara's fight, Mae's cry, spark a fire in their glares. A small struggle swallowed fast by a storm your elders feel brewing, unstoppable legends about to flip this gang's world bloody upside down. The Humboldt Park bungalow's a war zone now. The Iron Reaper's fury explodes as Fang kicks Tara's door again. Wood splinters blast inward, hinges scream, the frame shattering from the hook's first smash into a gaping hole. "Torch it!" he roars. His gravelly bellow from the hook shakes the night, spit flying as he snatches a lighter, flicking it wild, flames dancing in his scarred grip. Tank and Spike pin Tara hard, her wiry arms thrash. "It's a lie!" Ripping from her throat, braids whipping as they slam her against the wall. Plaster cracks, her breath chokes out under their bulk. Grit stomps toward Aunt Mae, shoving her down again. Her cry cuts sharp. "Leave her!" But he snarls, "10 grand or your next tag." His boot grinding her sewing machine into shards, glass crunching loud. Fang swings his crowbar at Jason. Iron whistles through the air, a brutal arc aimed to cave his skull, the chain from initial conflict still dangling as Razor hurls a chair at the Rock. Wood splinters mid-flight, a double assault to bury these strangers. The gang's chaos peaks. Boots stomp Tara's spilled bag. Spike kicks her paycheck into the dirt. Their guttural laughs a feral howl over roaring engines outside. Fang's lighter flicks again. Pay or burn now. His eyes blaze, the Reapers ready to loot this home to ash. Tara's defiance from the hook fueling their rage. Mae scrambles up. "You liars!" Her rasp fierce, but Tank grabs her throat, squeezing, her gasp echoes. The night's electric, chains clank, threats boom, and Fang's crowbar swings wild, a gang unleashed, their pride bleeding vengeance, set to torch Tara's world unless she breaks. Jason and the Rock stand tall in the bungalow's chaos. Fang's crowbar swings fast, iron slicing air, but Jason dodges smooth, his lean frame twists, hoodie flapping as the steel grazes his shoulder, a near miss from initial conflict's chain scrape. The Rock blocks Razor's chair mid-flight, his massive arm slams it down, wood cracks loud, splintering on the floor, his tight shirt flexing as he shrugs off the hit with a low growl. They're icy, Jason's sharp eyes burn, fists coiled low, no flinch. The Rock's glare blazes, a powerhouse unshaken, his boots rooted like steel. The Reaper's roar falters. Neighbors crowd windows now, old Mrs. Carter whispering, "They're crazy!" Her voice trembles, awe spiking as phones whip out fast, filming the standoff under Humboldt's buzzing streetlights. "They're nuts!" Mr. Jenkins rasps, his gruff cheer cutting through. Elders lean in, gasps sharp, tension spiking hard as the gang's chaos crashes against this wall of calm. Tara's pinned, "It's a lie!" Chokes out, braids whipping. Mae's gasping under Tank's grip, but Jason and Rock don't budge. Jason sidesteps Spike's lunge. Rock swats Grit's fist aside. Both steady, their silence a thunderclap louder than Fang's bellows. The crowd's buzzing. Phones tilt higher. Who are these guys? A kid stammers. Jim rats from afar join in. They're not scared. Their whispers swell, a tide of shock as chains clank and furniture flies. Jason's kick from the hook echoes, crunch. In their minds, the Rock's wrong house. Rings, neighbors murmur, they're fighting back. The air's electric, sweat drips, Tara's defiance fueling the hero's steel. The Reapers push, Fang's crowbar swings again, but Jason and Rock's calm cuts deeper, a storm brewing your elders feel, hooked tight on every spiced up beat. The Chicago bungalow's a chaos pit. Fang's crowbar swings wild, missing Jason by a hair as he dodges, his lean frame twisting fast, hoodie flapping in the hot night air, the Reaper's roar shaking the splintered walls. Jason's sharp eyes flick to Aunt Mae. Tank's shove slams her down again, her cry piercing sharp, "Leave her!" Her stout body crumples, rolling pin clattering from her arthritic grip, a scrappy seamstress floored by brutes. For a heartbeat, Jason almost holds back. His boots shift, fists loosen, that steel calm from the hook wavering as Mae's fall echoes Tara's pinned struggle. Is this their fight? Fang's a thug, not a killer. Torch threats loud, but Tara's still snapping, "It's a lie." Her wiry defiance blazing through the chokehold. Jason's glare softens, a flicker of doubt. Let him loot, walk away? But Fang's lighter flares, flames lick the air, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's massive frame locks onto Tara's grit. Her braids whip, fists pound Tank's arm. "You liars!" ringing raw. Rock's fiery eyes blaze. His hesitation snaps like a twig. "She's got heart." His voice a thunderclap, committing hard, fists flexing tight, a powerhouse ready to erupt. Jason's doubt burns out. Eyes harden to knives, boots plant firm, his lean, lethal edge surging back, sinking with Rock's roar from the hook. Wrong house. Their calm morphs into a storm. The Reapers push. Spike kicks Tara's bag, Grit swings at Mae. But Jason and Rock lock in, a double-barreled fury your elders feel. Tara's fire and Mae's fall igniting a clash they won't dodge, poised to flip this gang's torch into ashes with every spiced-up beat. The bungalow's a furnace now. Fang's lighter flicks flames, Tara's pinned, choking out, "It's a lie!" The Reaper's chaos peaking as Jason and Rock stand tall, unshaken. Neighbors spill from Humboldt's shadows, old Mrs. Carter gasps. "They're not scared!" Her raspy voice cuts through the roaring engines, a spark lighting the crowd as phones whip out fast, filming the standoff under buzzing streetlights. Mr. Jenkins, 70, slams his cane down, thwack, yelling, "Take him down!" His gruff cheer a rallying cry, elders leaning from windows, their whispers swelling, "They're fighting back!" A tide of awe crashing over the block. The Reaper's grip slips. Fang's crowbar swings wild, missing again, his scarred snarl twisting as Tank stumbles, Tara's fist grazing his jaw, her grit from the hook shines. "You liars!" While Spike's chain clanks useless, Razor's chair kick falters. Cheers spark, "Get 'em!" A neighbor kid shouts, Jim rats from down the street holler, "They're done!" Their voices a roar, drowning the gang's feral laughs. Jason dodges Grit's lunge. Boots skid, sharp eyes burning. Rock blocks Bones' bat. Iron clangs off his arm, his massive frame steady. That it. Their calm cuts deeper than Fang's bellows. The crowd's electric phones tilt higher. "They're legends!" A woman shrieks. Elders clap. "About time!" Their cheers a thunderous wave as the Reaper's reign cracks. Tara scrambles free, braids whip. "It's a lie!" Mae rises, rolling pin back in hand. "Thieves!" Their defiance fuels the shift. Fang's lighter drops, flame snuffs out, his "Torch it!" fades, the gang's bravado slipping fast, boots faltering on splintered wood. The block's alive, cheers boom, "Take him down!" The Reaper's loot lust crumbling, Jason and Rock steal a storm your elders feel, hooked tight on the spiced-up tide turning bloody fast. The Humboldt Park bungalow erupts into a full-on war zone. Fang's fury peaks as he swings his crowbar hard at Jason Statham's skull. Iron screeches through the hot night air, a deadly arc glinting under the busted porch light, his scarred snarl from the hook roaring back, "Torch it!" Jason ducks fast. His lean frame twists like lightning, hoodie flapping as the steel misses by a hair, smashing into the wall. Plaster explodes, dust choking the room. Dwayne, "The Rock" Johnson charges, his massive bulk a thunderbolt, and the Reaper's chaos meets its end as Jason and Rock unleash hell. Jason snags Tank's swinging chain, steel clanks loud, and snaps it back. Crack! The thug's wrist shatters, bones crunching as he howls, crashing to his knees. The Rock grabs Spike by his greasy hair, fingers dig in, and hurls him through the front window. Glass explodes outward, a deafening shatter as Spike slams the lawn, limp and bloody. Fang lunges again. Jason sidesteps, rams him into the fridge. Metal dents. Fang's grunt cuts short. Grit swings a bat. Rock catches it midair, twists it free, wood splinters, and crushes Grit's skull with a backhand. Thud! Blood flies. The biker drops cold. Razor hurls a knife. Jason kicks it aside. Steel clatters, then snaps Razor's arm. Pop! A scream rips out as he folds. Bones leaps with a chair. The Rock snags him mid-jump, slams him down. Skull crushes against the floor, a sickening crack echoing as all 6 Reapers fall fast, a bloody heap in seconds. Tara's pinned no more. Braids whip free. Mae rises. Chains clank useless outside. The gang's torch threat snuffed by 2 legends tearing through like a storm. Your elders hooked on every spiced-up blow. The bungalow's a slaughterhouse. Blood sprays hot from Tank's snapped wrist, splattering the splintered walls as he crumples, bones breaking loud. Crunch! His howl swallowed by the chaos. Spikes limp on the lawn, glass shards glinting red. Grit's skull bleeds out, crack echoes, under Rock's crushing fist. Fang's fridge slam leaves him gasping. Ribs crack sharp, a jagged snap cutting through his roared, 10 grand! From the hook. His pride shatters as Jason's chain from initial conflict coils tight. Razor's arm twists limp. Bone's skull caves in, a gang dropping like flies. Fang panics. His scarred eyes widen, wild and desperate. Swinging the crowbar blind, steel whistling past Jason's head, slamming a lamp. Glass bursts, sparks fly. Get up, he bellows, voice cracking. But Tank's down, wheezing, spikes out, blood pooling under Grit's mashed face. 6 hulking thugs folding fast under the onslaught. Jason sidesteps, his lean frame a blur, hoodie whipping. The Rock towers. His massive arm swats Razor's weak punch. Bone snaps again, a wet pop as pride bleeds out. Fang's swings turn sloppy. His chain clanks useless, lighter from rising tension snuffed in his shaking grip. Panic chokes his roar. You're dead! But it's hollow, his gang's reign crashing hard. Tara scrambles free, braids whip. It's a lie! Her fist grazes Tank's jaw. Mae rises, rolling pin swings. Crack! At Spike's leg, defiance blazing from the hook. The Reaper's loot lust shatters. Blood sprays thicker, bones break louder. Fang's wild crowbar flails, hitting air. His scarred snarl twists to shock as Jason's sharp eyes burn. Rock's thunderous glare locks. 6 fall, pride a bloody wreck. Neighbors gasp. Phones catch every snap. They're done. Elders cheer, feeling the gang's torch threat die. Jason and Rock flipping this fight into a savage rout your audience can't peel away from. The Chicago bungalow's a blood-soaked crucible. Fang's wild crowbar swings miss. His gang's down, bloody and broken, Tara and Mae rising as Jason Statham and Dwayne, the Rock Johnson flip the fight with raw, unyielding force. Jason's lean frame surges, hoodie whipping as he snatches Tank's dangling chain from the floor. Steel clanks loud, and chokes it tight around the thug's thick neck, a vicious twist from initial conflict snapback. Tank gags, wet, choking coughs rip out, his massive bulk thrashing, veins bulging, face purpling as Jason's sharp eyes burn, precision locking the chain. Crack! Bones strain, Tank's knees buckle, slamming the floor with a thud that shakes the splintered wood. Across the room, the Rock's a juggernaut. His massive fists grab Fang by his scarred collar, yanking him off his feet. Fang's lighter clatters useless, and hurls him hard into the old TV. Screen explodes, glass and sparks blast out, a deafening crash as Fang's ribs crunch against the frame, his roared, 10 grand! From the hook choking into a wheeze. Jason spins, chokes Razor's throat with a vest. Fabric rips, Razor gurgles. Rock stomps Spike's chest. Bones snap loud, a howl cuts off. Their power flips the fight. Jason's lethal precision sinks with Rock's thunderous might. Grit's bat swings weak. Jason snaps his elbow. Pop. Rock hurls Bones into a wall. Plaster caves. Blood smears. Tara's free, braids whip. It's a lie! Her fist slams Tank's jaw. Mae swings her rolling pin. Crack! At Spike's knee, defiance blazing from the hook. The Reaper's loot lust dies. 6 fall. Fang's pride a bloody wreck. Jason and Rock's full power a storm your elders feel. Precision and muscle tearing this gang apart, flipping terror into triumph with every spiced-up blow that echoes through Humboldt's night. The bungalow's a shattered arena. Fang's hurled into the TV, glass shards glinting red with blood, Tanks choked out, the Reaper's 6 sprawl in heaps, bones broken, loot dream torched as Jason Statham and the Rock tower over the carnage. Jason's hoodie slips, his lean, lethal frame gleams with sweat, sharp eyes cutting through the haze. The Rock's massive bulk looms, shirt stretched tight, fists dripping grit, his glare a firestorm. Tara stands, braids whip. It's a lie! Mae grips her pin, their defiance from the hook a spark in the wreckage. Neighbors flood Humboldt's edge. Old Mr. Jenkins, 70, stomps his cane, thwack, yelling, "That's Statham!" The Rock. His gruff voice booms over the roaring engines fading outside, a thunderclap of recognition that jolts the block awake. Phones whip out fast, Mrs. Carter gasps. Legends! Her rasp shakes, filming the reveal as Jason's stubble and Rock's chiseled jaw catch the streetlight's glow. Holy hell! A kid shouts, elders cheer. Knew it! Their voices swell. They smashed them. A tidal wave of awe ripping through the crowd, hands clapping hard, phones tilting high to catch these titans standing tall over Fang's bloody ruin. Jim rats from down the street holler. Chains clank useless. They're done. Their cheers join the roar, a block alive with "Take 'em down." Echoes from rising tension now erupting full force. Jenkins stomps again. Statham and Rock. Pride thick for your elders. Phones zooming as Jason's chain dangles. Rock's fists flex. Legends revealed in a storm of blood and grit. Tara's bag lies spit-stained, proof of her fight. Mae stands. Her cry from the hook rings true. The crowd's electric cheers boom. They saved her. Elders nod, feeling justice hit home. Statham's kick and Rock's roar from the hook, now a wildfire your 16K can't peel away from. The Humboldt Park bungalow's a shattered husk. Fang's down, a bloody wreck sprawled on the splintered floor, his scarred face smashed from Rock's TV hurl, blood oozing thick from his busted jaw, dripping red onto the wreckage of Tara's home. His gang crawls, Tank's wrist hangs limp, Razor's arm dangles twisted, Spike's chest heaves weak under cracked ribs. 6 hulking thugs reduced to groaning husks, their loot dream dead, torched by Jason and Rock's fists. Fang silent, his roared 10 grand. From the hook choked out, pride shamed hard as he claws at the dust, lighter snuffed, chain from initial conflict snapped and useless. Grit's skull bleeds out, Bones' bat rolls away, the Reapers rains ash, their guttural laughs from rising tension drowned by pained wheezes. Tara stands, braids whip. It's a lie. Her defiance unbroken, Mae rises, rolling pin firm. Fang spit from the hook a faded stain. Neighbors gape, phones catch the gang's crawl. They're finished. Cheers erupt, loot lust buried in blood, a humbling that hits deep, a savage end to a thug empire. Jason Statham steps through the chaos, hoodie torn, lean frame gleaming with sweat, sharp eyes steady as he strides over Fang's wreck, no smirk, no flex. He snags Tara's spit-stained bag from the debris, boots crunch glass, and hands it over. Yours, his voice a low growl, firm as steel from the hook's back off, pure grit with no gloating. Dwayne the Rock, Johnson towers beside. Shirt ripped, massive fists unclenching, sweat dripping as he nods at Tara. Tough as hell, his rumble deep, a thunderclap echo of wrong house. No showboating, just raw respect. Tara grabs her bag, braids whip, hands steady now, her "it's a lie." Defiance shining. Mae clutches her arm, rolling pin drops, eyes wet with relief, their fight from the hook sealed by legends. The bungalow's wreckage hums, chains clank outside, bike silent. Jason and Rock stand calm, blood on their knuckles, no need for cheers, their steel cutting through the Reaper's ruin. Phones tilt, neighbors whisper. They didn't flinch. A spiced-up payoff of justice served cold and hard resonates loud and clear. Old Mr. Jenkins stands at the bungalow's edge, cane thumping gravel, his gruff, that's Statham. The Rock, from climax still ringing as he rethinks fear, eyes locked on Tara. She's strong, braids whip, fists balled, her "it's a lie." Defiance from the hook shines bright, a 24-year-old clerk who faced 6 thugs and didn't break. Jenkins, 70, weathered, mutters, "She's tougher than I thought." His voice thick, pride swelling for this orphan who stood tall where he'd ducked from Reaper's roars for years. Fang's bloody heap groans, loot lust dead. Jenkins sees grit now, not just a girl, her wiry frame a beacon through the wreckage. Mrs. Carter nods. She's got guts. Phones catch Tara's stance, Mae's rolling pin raised, their fight from rising tension a spark that flips his fear into awe. The block buzzes, Jim rats cheer, she's a fighter. Folks clap. Took him on. Jenkins' rethink lands hard, Tara's shine a spiced-up jolt, a humbling lesson in courage over cowardice, echoing the hook's chaos with a roar of respect that carries far. Jason Statham and the Rock Tower over the bungalow's ruin. Fang silent, gangs crawl a bloody mess, Tara and Mae standing firm. Jason snarls, guts beat greed, his gravelly bite from the hook's back off, cuts sharp, no gloating, just steel truth slicing the air. The Rock echoes, that's real power. His thunderous roar from wrong house. Ringing, fists unclenching as he nods at Tara, legend sealed in sweat and blood. They stride out, Jason's boots crunch glass, lean frame steady, Rock's massive bulk thumps gravel, shirt torn, dust kicks up under Humboldt streetlights, no fuss, no cheers needed. The block roars, Jenkins yells, "Heroes!" Phones tilt high. They smashed them. A tidal wave of awe erupts as Tara clutches her bag, Mae wipes tears, it's a lie. Defiance from the hook, now a victory cry. The Reaper's bike sits silent, chains clank no more, Jason and Rock vanish into the night, leaving a spiced-up legend sealed, a humbling that hits deep, a block erupting with "Take him down." Echoes from rising tension, a roaring testament to guts over greed. The Humboldt dust settles, strength defends, it doesn't extort, a truth roaring loud as Tara's "It's a lie" stood tall, her grit a blazing torch. Jason Statham and the Rock crushed Fang's loot lies with fists of fire. Real power shields the weak, not preys on him. Fang's silent, shamed hard, a bloody wreck on the floor. His 10 grand. Bellow from the hook choked to ash. Bully reigns torched. His gang crawls, broken, pride smashed under Jason's chain and Rock's thunder. A spiced-up fall that hits hard, greed buried in the rubble. One stand flipped it. Jason and Rock's clash gave Tara dignity, her snapped defiance shining bright through the chaos. Cheers erupt wild. Justice slams greed to the mat. Humboldt's roar from the hook a victory cry. Tara's truth a beacon that rings deep. Real power buries punks. Statham and the Rock proved it. Jason's sharp kick and Rock's earth-shaking roar from the hook echo loud. A spiced-up mic drop that seals the legend. Fists pump high. Fang's loot lusts ash. Tara stands tall. Justice reigns. A YouTube banger etched in grit.